What's up, Nitro Nation, okay? Muggy Maniac is outside of the pad. It's West Coast time, 7:30. We usually got about 8:30 till it's completely dark. It's going to start being like darker in about 30 minutes, where I don't like running when it's dark. It's just, there's, you know, I can't, I'm freaking old. The Muggy's old, so I can't see very well as it is. Some of you that are my age that can relate. So I just don't like, you know, I don't know. Some people say sometimes I'm overcritical, and maybe I am. Okay, I admit that. I am overcritical to a lot of different things. You know, and I'm trying to, you know, Muggy's trying to turn a new leaf. I'm trying to, you know, talk to people like they want to be talked to. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to baby people. That doesn't mean Muggy's going to, you know, get soft or anything like that. I'm still going to lay into people's ass when they need it. You know, but, you know, I'm not perfect, okay? I make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. I'm not apologizing for anything that I've done, because that's just the nature of this hobby, is that sometimes you get caught up in the emotion because you're so... I think, as far as I know, that I'm more passionate than a lot of people in this 8th scale Nitro. And I'm going to carry that on when I get into 5th scale, coming up not too shortly. Does it mean that the Muggy's going to completely leave 8th scale Nitro? No, because that's going to always be my forte. That's my passion, my love is 8th scale Nitro. I'm not going to be like these guys that get fully sucked into 5th scale and it just takes control of their lives. Because it's a lot of work, a lot more money, a lot more, you know. I'm not the guy that's going to put too much stuff on my plate where I can't even finish. I need to finish what I got. There's a lot of things that I want to do in 8th scale Nitro that a lot of people didn't do. A lot of people stopped, and I want to kind of continue and get into next level stuff. Whatever next level is to you. Your next level, whatever. Next level to me, from what I learned from the experts and people with way more experience in it than me, is, you know, DLC coated cranks. I mean, modified motors. If you guys are cool with stock motors, that's cool. Now I know why certain people would tell me, hey man, you know, stock motors just don't do nothing for me. You know, when I ran the Rex Legend 28.8, I was like, what's wrong with this? This is a badass stock motor. The LRP.32 is badass stock. You know, even the Reds that I'm going to run right now, this little freaking pea shooter here that that Muggy did some work to. You know, I did some porting, and you don't really got to do a lot to the, you know, I opened up the end of the crank a little bit to get, you know, fuel flow better. You know, I know I can do my own mods, but you know, I don't have time to. So, and I trust only a couple. Well, one right now. Another one is going to get a shot. You guys know who that is. And we're going to see who's, you know, we're going to put them up against each other. And then you guys will make the, you know, I'll make my assessment, but you guys are going to make your own of who do you think. Who's more, who's the better or badder, or I don't even want to say that. Who's got the edge on modifying? You know, unfortunately, TNS and Neil's done, and maybe he might come back, but I don't know. That's like saying Mr. Zal come back to 8th scale. We don't know. That's not our choice, not our decision. That's him. He doesn't need to do anything. He's paid his dues. He's laid down everything for us to either learn and take it to another level or just do it your own way. I don't do it anyway, but the way I learn. I never put my spin or twist. Well, I can't say never. I tried. But there's just, you know, like I said many times, the wheel's been created. You don't need to take spokes out. You don't need to add spokes. Just roll with it, man. Roll with it. Learn. Pass it on to somebody else. If you don't want to pass it on to somebody else, then that's fine. You know? Yes, I am critical because I teach guys and show guys, and they don't do it the exact way that I tell them. And I get upset because, yeah, I gave you simple directions, and some people just can't follow them. And they just want to learn on their own. That's fine, man. I'm really done with, you know, trying to help. I mean, not help, but trying to... I can't control anything but what the Muggy does and what I do and what I say. Okay? So, you know, I'm open. People need my help. Have any questions, hit me up. If you want to unsubscribe, I don't care. I'm never going to beg and tell anybody to come subscribe. I really don't care what you do. Whether you subscribe to me or not. Whether I have 5,000 subscribers or I have 5. I've already have a half a dozen, actually 4 close-knit, so far, Nitro brothers off the YouTube that I talk to every day. These are guys that you're going to hear me give shout-outs. Guys like Just Joe, guys like Elite RC, John Bodegel, guys like, you know, I don't talk to John every day, but I talk to him, you know, I just talked to him not too long ago as far as we text. He's in Cali vacation, busy, you know, I told him, hey, you could have brought the Muggy by, bro. You could have came by. But, you know, whatever. He's just so busy. Not that he doesn't have time for people, just, you know, he's just got a lot, he's got his hands in a lot of stuff, man, and that's, I don't want to be like that. It's too much. I just want to do 8-scale nitro, and I'll do a little bit of 5th scale on the side, you know, and that's it. I'm not going to stop doing 8-scale. Okay, so people ask me, oh, are you going to, you know, not do 8-scale nitro? No. You know, I don't need to do anything, really. I can just go straight into 5th scale. No, but you guys don't need me. You guys don't need to learn anything. You guys know how to tune. You guys know how to, I mean, for the most part, and everything. So, I mean, what you guys will be fine with or without the muggy. You know, nobody needs the muggy. You know, nobody needs his headaches most of the time. Most people just really don't, you know, can't take the directness, you know, the how I am, you know, and the way I look, because there's a lot of people that I hated that I learned a lot of stuff from. in this hobby, a lot of guys I couldn't excuse my language, freaking stand, that I learned, and I took what I can from them and left the rest. Didn't have to like the person. You know, this isn't about, you know, hey, I don't like how the guy says it, so I'm not. Hey, the guy knows what he's doing. The guy can teach you something. Learn from it and leave everything else there. And if you can't learn anything, just move on. Go to the next person. There's plenty of people out there. So anyway, before this motor cools down, let's fire this thing up. Enough of my yapping. Let's fire the reds up. And this freaking, man, I love my buggy. I miss my buggy. I wasn't going to do any more. You know, I did a little ripping thing, by the way. FYI, somebody, I can't remember his name, shout out to this guy. He actually has the ear for a nitro. You can't teach the sound of what it sounds like when your motor's modified. I mean, when your motor's running right and not running right. Something you have to learn on your own, okay? All right. It's just something you can't teach. Once you learn the way your motor should sound when it's dialed in, then you should be good. Unless your hearing's bad like mine is. So, it all depends. So what I've done to this, let me back up so you can hear me. I've shimmed it. I've got like a 56 millimeter shim in it. On my .21s, I'm looking for killer fuel mileage. I'm looking for, obviously, top end, bottom end, you know, the normal. I switched the pipe. We have the Works, I think it's 2158. Great pipe. Look them up. I think A-Main still carries them. It won a Worlds. Whoever, I can't remember the guy that used it like many years ago. It's been around. I like the way it sounds. Other than that, we got the Reds clutch. I like these Reds clutch, so I ordered another one. This has a 16 pinion on it, so weird. I'm not used to running big pinions on small motors, but this thing pulls it. Sounds nasty to me. Alright, see if we can get her warmed up, people. I'm telling you, man, I love these Reds motors. These Reds, man, if you guys can get one, get one. For 150 bucks, what I paid for this thing, brand new, with the clutch, the Reds clutch, and the 16 pinion on it, I mean, that's 50-something bucks itself. That pipe that came with it, is about, I don't know, 100 bucks. It's about a 350, depending-ish price if you get them, the whole combo, but it still doesn't come with a clutch. And I paid 150 bucks for it. She's only at 140. Still not warmed up. This is what I learned about these reds. I don't want to say all motors, but most. Go watch Mike Product, man. This guy knows what he's talking about. As far as reds, you know, I think he just has a lot of knowledge to offer. I watch his videos all the time. But he said, I've got this from all the way closed, high-end needle. I've got it about 2.5 turns out. These reds don't like to run too rich. It's kind of crazy. They like to run lean. But as long as you're getting that puff of white smoke you see there, you're good. This motor's not even got a quart through it. It's still new, so. Well, I mean, it's got, actually, it's probably got about over a quart in. It's been broken in and everything, but it's maybe got close to a half gallon. I don't think so, though. Pretty new when I got it. As soon as you stop, it lays down. Remember, this is 140. I don't even expect any kind of decent tune till around 200. You know, I got tired of beating myself up because everybody's not, a lot of people just aren't patient. I tell everybody, if you don't have patience, just don't, do yourself a favor, don't do nitro, man. It's just what it is. You have to be patient. Get it up to heat if you can. It's cold. It's not that hot out right now. See, it's 160 right now. It's still cold. Oh, hey. Scared me. I'm like, what's that?
I've never seen one of those before.
Yeah, it's an 8-scale Nitro. It's a buggy. I have a few of them.
Wow, that's so fast. I've never seen one that fast.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
Are there like races for it?
Yeah. People get paid $millions a year to race. You're Chinese, right? Korean. There's a guy, I forgot his name, I can't pronounce it, but he's one of the all-time RC winningest world. He raced for a team called Toyota. Because most of these, their platforms, come from Japan. Chinese guy? Chinese guy? Yeah. This one, it's called you pronounce it Mugen. But it's I call it Mugen. It's M-U-G-E-N, but in Japan they pronounce it Mugen. But it's Mugen. There's different manufacturers, but most of them are made, the good ones are made in Japan. And then the motors, this is an Italian motor, so Italians make, I mean, I think the best motors. They're, as far as their engineering and and everything. The engineers that, I mean, and they're not cheap. I mean, you can do what you get different kinds, but you know, when I wanted to get back into it, I'm like, you know, I just want to learn it, get good at it, and I want to deal with the best quality. It could be the difference in a scale version. Do I want to drive a Lexus, which is nice, or do I want to drive a Bugatti?
Is that one?
Yeah, it's nitro methane fuel. It's 50% capsule and 50% synthetic.
It's so nimble.
And it's nitro methane.
Oh my gosh.
The buggies are, but the trucks are a little bit. This, I look at them as like a squirrel, little squirrel all over the place. The trucks are bigger. They're a little bit bigger. They're just like a lethal weapon. They're bigger too. These are a little bit more nimble. They're a little bit harder to drive because they are nimble, and edgy because they're smaller.
I don't think I can do that. I'm really bad at it.
Yeah, well, it takes practice.
I'll break it.
Oh, and then when you break it, you know, it's $300. You know.
Where do people race at?
They have a track called Revelations. It's out in Ontario. I mean Ontario, you know, Ontario. Still cold. You gotta heat them up too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they gotta get up to like at least 200 before they run right. This one's we're at like 160. But it's kind of cold out right now, so.
Yeah, it's so decent. Wow. That's cool. How long
Like 10 years, that's like serious hardcore. Oh yeah. Alright people, that's it. You seen, tune's okay. Still cold. It's getting dark. I'm not going to run much longer. Just wanted to give you guys a little brat get you through the week. You know, remember, whatever makes you happy, whatever you guys want to do, you know, as far as do it your way, do it whatever. Don't take my word, don't take my advice. Use what you can for